All right, guys, we're back here on the channel, and we have some interesting news. So I was just, laying down on my bed and whatever, and then I got a message right in my Discord DM saying, "ZELDRIS, go on Twitter and look at the recent video or the latest video." And I'm like, all right. I'm like, why? He just said, and then he said, just go look at it. I'm like, okay. So I came on Twitter, and it doesn't show right here. But when I opened it, it was as clear as day. It showed ZELDRIS, or like somewhere here. It showed ZELDRIS. Now, we're going to see the video. For me, it's going to, because of my OBS settings, which I have to still modify, I guess, it's going to be different, right, for me and you guys, right? It's just going to look different, but this is what it is. So it shows her skills, right? I don't even need to go over the video. Let me just find him. Okay, let me... Oh, you guys see? That's ZELDRIS right there. Let me see if I can find a good... Here. This guy... Let me put it full screen so y'all can see. This is ZELDRIS. This is on the global side of the game. This is on the global side of the game. That is ZELDRIS right there. Now, the only thing is ZELDRIS gonna be out? I just made a video. I just uploaded a video saying who the next unit is going to be, and I didn't even think about ZELDRIS because I just thought he was never going to come, right? The thing is, ZELDRIS came out when Final Boss Diane came out. Now, I personally assumed after Final Boss Meliodas dropped, they were gonna relax with dropping new Final Bosses and bring back old ones. Hopefully, they bring back Kings, because I don't have it. A lot of people don't have it, which is weird, but yeah, so there's ZELDRIS here. Now, the thing about ZELDRIS is he is one of the few commandments in the game where his banner wouldn't be bad, right? Of course, his banner would be the same thing as Darius and Monspeed, but he would drop with red. Blue and red ZELDRIS, they would drop together, and both of them are very, very good. Actually, let me pull them up. Blue and red ZELDRIS are not units that are garbage, right? You see how Darius' banner only red Darius is good? See how Monspeed's banner only green Monspeed is good? No, on ZELDRIS' banner, both of them are very, very good. So it's like, I'm not going to, I don't know if I should tell you guys to skip this banner, because if ZELDRIS does end up coming out, it's already confirmed Philosophy Meliodas' banner is going to be different, right? So what ZELDRIS does, right, his blue one, the blue one is very, very good. The only issue on global, and I'll get into it, right, but his first skill is that he inflicts spike, which is ×2 crit damage increase, right, to 160% rank 1, 240 rank 2, 400 rank 3, right? And then his second skill is an AoE that inflicts despair, which recovers 15% of diminished HP upon successful critical strike, right? So basically, if he crits, he'll take 15% of the damage he did to you and heal himself up, basically, right? And it goes from 100, 150, 250. Then his ultimate is spike again, that does 560%. Now, this is where his passive and his commandment work insanely good. Increases the crit damage by 30% when the hero's ultimate gauge move is depleted by 1, and the limit is 3. Now look at his commandment. He removes the debuff from allies and enemies that move skill and depletes the ultimate gauge orb by 1. So when you move a card, you lose an ultimate gauge, but you remove all debuffs. That's like the best commandment in the game, right? But if you look at his ultimate, when he moves his ultimate, when he loses his ult gauge, he gets 30% extra crit damage. Now his crit damage at 140 base, and his crit chance is at 60%. Now the issue on global or on JP was that he never crit. But if you guys go watch my videos, because of the way I geared him, he always crit, right? Especially with Death Pierce in the back. Actually, let me pull him up, because he's somebody now that's going to be very, very useful if he wasn't already. Right? So, yeah, he's going to be very good, right? And if he doesn't crit, look at Death Pierce's passive is that he decreases enemies' crit resistance and crit defense by 30%. So it's going to be extremely easy for you to crit on anybody, right? Extremely easy. Even if I recommend you give this guy crit or attack and defense gear. I gave him attack and crit chance gear, and then I gave him some crit chance substats around 80 or 100, and then I gave him the rest of the stats were attack. just so he guaranteed crit, even with thing in the back, right? Now, Red Zeldris, this is where Red Zeldris is also very good, right? So, on rank 1, his first skill on rank 1, he inflicts damage to 120% on the enemy, but removes ult gauge, right? On rank 3, or on rank 2, it's 300%, 1 ult gauge again, but rank 3, it's 450, and removes 3 ult gauge. It's the same thing as Merlin's card, and yeah. It just removes ult gauge, and it hits a lot. It's not like a single target attack. Like, he runs up to you, hits you like 25 times. He slashes you. He's insane, right? It's very good. Then his second skill inflicts damage equal to 220% of an attack on one enemy, but disables recovery skills for 1 turn. Again, 220, rank 2, but for 2 turns, and again, on rank 3, 360%, but for 2 turns again. So, and then his power ultimate is the same, right? Includes spike. Now, this guy is not more of the crit type. He will definitely crit with his first skill, and maybe his second skill, because it's like a sec. He like slashes you or does some ranged attack and then like explodes on you. He's not really the crit type, but his passive is increases basic stats of all allies by 6% for every ally or enemy. Every ally and enemy in the battle with a commandment. So if you run a full commandment team, right, it says in battle. So I don't know if it includes the person in the back. I don't think it does. But with him included, it would be, if you ran like him, Esterosa, and Verrieri, right, you get 18% to basic stats, right? And if somebody else ran the full commandments team, you get like 46% to increase. Like, it's very good. It's very, very good. And then his commandments the same, right? They're both very good. So I wouldn't tell you to skip his banner. If he does end up dropping in the game, I wouldn't tell you to skip his banner, but I'm not going to tell you to summon either, right? If you gotta do what you gotta do, just remember Lost Flame Meliodas is coming out the week after. If he does drop next week or the next update, then Lost Flame Meliodas is coming out the week after. Just keep that in mind. The only thing is, if he does come out, we are not going to get the same banner Lost Flame Meliodas had on JP. So you might want to keep that in consideration too. Like, we could get Lost Flame Meliodas' banner could be extremely trash. It could be garbage, 1000% trash, right? So it's like, I don't know what you want to do. But yeah, it's like, it's extremely trash. He is definitely a character, especially this one, right? A lot of people thought he was bad because he never crit. If you give him the right gear, he crits, right? If you give him crit chance food, bring crit chance food, put Death Pierce in the back, give him crit stats, whatever, give him whatever, he will crit all the time. And I have a couple videos on it actually, and he crit like all the time, right? And ungeared. And even ungeared, he still crits if you have like the crit chance food. I had Easton on my team as well though. She also gave him crit chance stats or whatever. So yeah, I don't know. If he is coming out, he is definitely somebody you don't want to overlook. But then again, consider Lost Flame Meliodas coming out a week after him if he does end up dropping. And again, if he does end up dropping, which means it's not confirmed. But if he does, then there is that. So I'm Zelxus. Hopefully this video was helpful. Let me know what you guys think, if ZELDRIS is going to be next or not. There's like a leak, I guess you could say, right? This is by the official Grand Cross too, so this is not like no leak or anything. This is a mistake, I guess you can say, because ZELDRIS are not supposed to be here, right? I have not seen any gameplay of Gloxinia on Global, but I see gameplay of ZELDRIS here on Global, so it's like I don't know. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. I'm Zelxus, road to 400 subscribers and all that stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.